Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right, right now, I am here to review the trailer for the 2001 movie called Training Day. This movie starred Denzel Washington as a crooked cop or corrupt cop named Alonzo Harris, and it co-starred Ethan Hawke as the rookie named Jake Hoyt or Jake Hoyt. Alonzo Harris was supposed to train Jake Hoyt for one day to see if he had what it took to make detective. Jake Hoyt thought that it would be a smooth assignment, but when he partnered up with Alonzo Harris, he soon discovered that Alonzo was a dirty cop or a rogue cop because he was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. He had thrown the rule book out the window apparently a long time ago. So in this particular film, it showcased Alonzo Harris's characterization as one of the most corrupt cops in history. He showed his rookie partner, who he was training for 24 hours, essentially how to do things that he shouldn't do and how to get away with those things too. So he took him on a trip where they had went through several traffic stops where they did stuff to people. Well, Alonzo Harris did, and they had robbed a couple of people along the way of a lot of money. Of course, and the second robbery involved a murder robbery in which they killed a major drug lord and stole millions of dollars, of course. And it seems like Alonzo was being dirty for no apparent reason, but he was luring his partner into something that he needed to be into as an ally. He needed him as an alibi to get away with the robbery, apparently. And it was tied to Alonzo Harris murdering someone in Las Vegas that was a part of the Russian mafia, of course. And the Russian mafia told him that he had to come up with $1 million or a couple of $1 million to pay them off for that murder, or they would come and get him. And the Russians didn't care that he was a cop. So during this whole 24-hour period with Jake Hoyt, Alonzo Harris showed him how deep the corruption ran within the LAPD. And because along the way, Alonzo took Jake Hoyt to meet 5 or 4 prestigious cops that ate at nice restaurants. They wore fancy suits, and they were at the root and core of the corruption. And of course, Alonzo answered to them. And then, of course, they plotted, or Alonzo and his corrupt officers plotted on a major robbery scheme and murder to hit a major dealer so that Alonzo could get enough money and pay back the Russians. And of course, those dirty cops got their cut too. In this particular movie, which is one of my most favorite films of all time, it showed the dirty side of the system in terms of legal officials and cops that it went bad, and then they acted like the whole system was bad anyway, so that drug them deeper into that situation. Well, right now, I'm going to review this trailer furthermore for your very listening enjoyment. I've seen this film, of course, maybe a couple of times. I saw it maybe a year after it came out and another time, and I found that it was intriguing enough, of course, to review it because I had never saw the trailer. So, ready or not, here it comes. Now, the film starts off with Jake Hoyt at home. He's apparently kissing his wife, and she tells him not to screw up this new assignment because if he made detective, his career would jump shot to the top, and he, of course, would make more money, have more prestige, and his career would be on track for success. Now, next, Alonzo Harris and Jake Hoyt are shown sitting in a diner in daytime. Jake Hoyt is telling him about an arrest that he made earlier on as a traffic cop. He's mentioning that he found some drugs on a guy and a gun, and they found out that he was planning on going to kill someone. So Jake prevented the murder. And then Alonzo Harris's character, played by Denzel Washington, smiles and says, "That's the most entertaining story you could tell me after being out there on the street for a whole year." Then he says, "Pay the bill." The next scene shows Jake Hoyt and Alonzo getting into his car, and he says, "The training day begins. You have 24 hours to show me what you're made of, and you don't get any more time than that." And Jake is like, "Okay." So now they're driving.